What happens when a Nigerian skips jollof, eba, and egusi to eat like a Togolese for a whole day? No backup plan, no Nigerian snacks, just pure Togo vibes in Nigeria.
In Togo, they call soup desi.
Desi. Okay, so now if I want to call Boma, I will say Boma desi.
Yes.
Okay. I met a Togolese woman who challenged my taste buds, and what I discovered blew my mind.
Welcome back to Epic Food Review. Today I'm going to be ditching my favorite eba and egusi, and I'm going to be trying out Togolese food for the first time. I'm going to be eating Togolese food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Let's go.
It all started in Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. I was filming a food vlog when I overheard someone speaking Ewe, the local language of Togo, a small West African country between Ghana and Benin. That's how I met Mrs. Yabo, a Togolese woman who moved to Nigeria 8 years ago. And once we started talking about food, there was no going back.
What food are you going to give me today?
I will give you Pate and Zobon. I will give you Ademe. I will give you Bulmadi. If you survive, you can marry Togo woman.
We started the morning with Pate, a flour-based dish that looks common but deeply flavorful. It is served with a creamy and nutritious porridge called Zobon that wakes you up even better than coffee.
What is this Pate and Zobon?
Now, popular breakfast for Togo.
Okay, it's the most popular breakfast you people eat in Togo.
Yes.
Since it's the most popular, does it mean that every part of Togo, every tribe in Togo eats this same food?
Everybody.
Akwi Zobon, as it is called in Togo, is part of a wider fermented grain food culture of West Africa, like Ogi in Nigeria, Cocoa in Ghana, Labolu in Senegal, but it has its own identity and preparation style.
It's good for body.
Okay.
It will let you get strong.
Okay, okay. It gives you energy.
It gives you energy. When you go anywhere, do any work, come back.
That means it's a super food.
Yes.
Okay.
For many Togolese, a morning is not complete without Akwi Zobon. It is like tea and bread in the West. Eating Akwi is almost like saying I'm Togolese. It's a food that ties people to their roots. Because of its fermentation, Zobon is a natural probiotic that aids digestion and improves gut health. It also provides carbohydrates for long-lasting energy, which is why it is favored as breakfast. To prepare the pate, you will need flour, onion, ginger, yeast, sugar, salt, vegetable oil, and water. For the Akwi Zobon, you need flour from fermented corn, salt, lemongrass, and sugar. For the pate, in a mixing bowl, combine onion and ginger paste with yeast, baking powder, vegetable oil, sugar, salt, and a little water. Gradually add flour and mix until it forms a dough. Knead the dough until smooth and thick. Slightly flatten portions of the dough and add your desired fillings. Fold and mold neatly into shape.
Okay, now what's the most popular filling they use in making this? Spaghetti, is it the most popular, or the meat? Is it meat?
Fish.
Okay, you can still add fish.
Yes, that fish you go put carrots, put garbage.
Okay.
Yes. Go do am for fire. Everything go dey okay, but that one get taste.
Different. Wow. Okay. So apparently you can fill this with fish, and from what I'm hearing now, that one is more delicious than this particular one I'm about to eat here. But I want to start from the bottom. Okay, let me start from the one that is not that okay till the highest one.
Allow the molded pate to rest for a while. Deep fry until golden brown and set aside. For the Zobon, add a little water to corn flour to create moist clumps. Pass the mixture through a sieve, shaking vigorously to form tiny corn flour balls. Now boil lemongrass in water until the flavor is well infused.
If you are doing finish like that, now I will come out. If you are come out, then I will come put this one inside.
Remove the lemongrass and add some salt. Add the corn flour balls to the flavored water. Stir continuously until it thickens into a starchy consistency. Now to serve, sprinkle granulated sugar over the Zobon and it's ready to eat.
This one is the pate, and then this the Zobon. So this is what we made. It is from corn. It's made from corn flour. So let's eat this. This is actually the typical breakfast eaten in Togo. This is what they start their day with, packed with energy it's time to taste it and find out how it tastes. Okay, so we'll start with this, right? So this one was made with the spaghetti, as I told you guys there. So this is the one they prepared with the spaghetti. So let's see how. Okay, this is how it looks. So you can see the spaghetti that was folded into the dough. It's right here. So how does it taste? First, let me get just the dough, because this is actually a very seasoned dough. The dough is flaky, well seasoned, a little sweet, no spicy. It's not spicy. I can't feel the heat of pepper in it. I think because there was no pepper added. There was no pepper, right? So there was no pepper added to it. So the dough is very, very tasty. The part where the spaghetti is soft. Okay, here the first part is kind of a little bit dry, but this part is soft. It reminds me, if you've eaten Nigerian fish pie or meat pie, this tastes like fish pie, but the difference is now that they use seasoned dough, which makes it very, very, very tasty. I've tasted this. Let me taste this, because they told me that this looks like pap and it tastes like pap. So I want to check if it actually tastes like pap. Okay, it's starchy, just like pap. You know, in Nigeria, there's what we call pap. It's made from corn. You ferment the corn, then there's a way they grind it and then they sieve it and all those things. It tastes like pap, but there's a little difference here. This one has tiny, tiny kind of balls in it, if you can see it. So these tiny balls, like lumps, it gives it a texture that you don't get from pap. And also, it is a little bit, I think they added salt in it. So there is a mixture of salt and sugar in it that complement each other, making it taste kind of like a balanced, starchy meal. Okay, so let's see how it's going to pair with this pate. Okay, so this is just sweet and this is well seasoned. So now the combination of this and this becomes a balanced meal. Okay, the sweetness from this and the seasoning that came with this balance each other out in such a very wonderful way. So I can see myself eating this every day for breakfast. This is a very wonderful meal from Togo. If you want to know how this tastes like fish pie. I could say an upgraded version of normal Nigerian fish pie. This is it here. And then this is also like Nigerian pap. Okay, Nigerian pap, but with a little texture to it.
Next up is Ademe, also called jute leaf soup. It is sticky, slimy, and might scare a first timer, but what's inside the bowl is ancestral healing.
Ademe dey for everybody for Togo.
Okay.
Apart for Hausa people, Ghana people.
Okay, there are some Hausa people there also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but they don't eat the Ademe.
As they dey our country, they supposed to eat them.
Okay, but it's not their food.
Yes, sir. That be their food.
It is one of the most iconic traditional dishes of southern Togo, especially among the Ewe people. When cooked, Ademe leaves release a natural sliminess. The soup becomes stretchy, slippery, and smooth, similar to Nigerian Ewedu or Ghanaian Ayoyo soup. This slimy nature makes it not just food, but a cultural experience. Some people love it immediately, others need time to get used to it, but no one forgets it once they try it.
Is it among the top 3 soups in Togo?
Ademe dey own, and there's many soup dey.
Okay, but to you now, is it among the most popular?
Yes.
Okay.
Ademe is traditionally served with akume, a thick, stretchy cornmeal swallow and Togo's #1 staple, but it can also be eaten with rice, yam, garri, or boiled plantain.
Is there any key ingredient that if you don't have it, you cannot prepare Ademe?
Yes, sir.
Please tell us.
Ademe dey, if you don't see fish or lanhwe.
Lanhwe, okay.
That our lanhwe, na im be okporoko.
Okay, that's stockfish.
Stockfish.
That's, you call it lanhwe.
Lanhwe.
Okay.
Our side. You get some people, if you don't see lanhwe, you no go fit cook am.
Cook am.
You get some people will be say lanhwe no dey o.
They can still cook. Okay, but lawen is one of the most crucial ingredients needed for cooking. Okay.
Togolese people claim that the Ademe soup cools the body, making it perfect for hot weather, and the slimy nature helps the stomach process the food faster. To prepare Ademe soup, you will need Ademe leaves, potash, palm oil, stockfish, fresh pepper, beef, crabs, smoked fish, and salt. Mix some potash with water until fully dissolved. Decant the water into a pot of hot water and bring to a boil. Now wash the Ademe leaves very well. Add the leaves into the boiling potash water. Allow to cook, then stir vigorously to help break down the slimy texture. Now pour palm oil into the pot. Let it cook for about 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, add your protein, starting with stockfish. Add pounded fresh pepper, follow with beef and crabs. Finally, add smoked fish and salt. Allow everything to cook together until well combined, and your ademedechi is ready to be served. To make the akome, heat up some water. When the water starts boiling, slowly add your corn flour into the water while turning continuously. When you get your desired texture, stop adding flour and continue turning the akome until well done. Then serve with the Ademe soup.
Honestly, this soup is looking very, very wonderful. You can see it's prepared with fish, seafood like crabs, they are in here, and prepared with a vegetable called Ademe leaf. So this soup is slimy, spicy. I think the sliminess is coming from that vegetable, the Ademe. So the Yoruba people in Nigeria call this the vegetable, they call it ewedu. So it's a very popular vegetable to the Yorubas in Nigeria. It's the Ademe vegetable. So in English it's called jute leaves. This soup, wonderful. Spicy, slimy, easy to swallow, and it has a lot of flavor. The flavors are coming from the number of things they put inside this. They use fish, cow skin, seafood, crabs. All these things are inside this soup, and they all brought in their own distinct flavors to make this a very, very, very flavorful soup.
Ademe was more than just a soup. It felt like therapy, the kind that hugs your throat and settles in your belly. By dinner, I thought I had seen it all. Then came boma, a spinach-based soup mixed with meat, spices, and palm oil, rich, oily, and layered.
So what is Bulmadi?
Bulmadi for good for body.
Okay.
You know, they cause heat.
Okay.
They cure heat.
Okay, now it's a soup that cures heat, that it cools your body.
If you heat your body, the boma, if you eat them, go cure them. Boma, they bring blood for body.
Okay, that one they give blood.
Yes.
Okay. Is it like a vegetable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the boma is a vegetable also.
Yeah. Boma is a leafy vegetable common in Togo, Ghana, and parts of Benin. Depending on the region, it can mean spinach, garden egg leaves, or even a variety of African nightshades. The leaves are known for their slightly bitter but rich taste, which balances well with palm oil and spices. When it comes to nutrition, boma is packed with iron, vitamin C, and fiber, making Bulmadi not just delicious but healthy.
You can carry and eat anything.
The Bulmadi?
Yes, sir.
You can eat gari, rice.
You can carry and eat gari, rice, fufu. You can carry and eat yam.
Yam, this thing, that means it's a stew now?
No, soup.
Okay, it's not stew.
Yeah.
You know, in our side, anyone you can use to eat gari, rice, yam, we refer it as stew.
I get the one will be stew.
Okay.
That one be, we call her ngbagba.
Ngbagba. Okay, ngbagba. That one is like stew, but it resembles the boma.
No, it not resemble boma. You no go put any leaf.
Okay.
Bulmadi is everyday food in Togo. Unlike dishes reserved for ceremonies, this one is cooked by families almost weekly. In Togolese culture, it represents home cooking and mother's love. Ask a Togolese person abroad what they miss most, and many will say Bulmadi.
Is there any ingredient that must be there when you want to prepare Bulmadi?
You put fish, you put stockfish, you put meat. Enough of meat.
Enough for, it must have plenty meat inside.
Yes.
Which means it's more like a ceremonial kind of food. That food where they use welcome. Okay, you can use it to welcome Pygmy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is it among the top 10 soups in Togo?
Togo have plenty soup.
Okay, but if you are giving them number,
yes, sir.
Will it be among the top 10?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
The ingredients you need to cook this soup include the gboma leaves, palm oil, tomato paste, blended pepper and fresh tomato mix, seasoning of your choice, any protein of your choice, and salt to taste. Start by heating palm oil in a pot until hot. Add the tomato paste and fry for about 3 minutes. Stir in the fresh pepper and tomato blend and fry for about 10 minutes to reduce excess water and deepen the flavor. Season with your preferred spices and seasoning cube while frying the tomato mix. After like 5 minutes, add your chosen protein. In this recipe, they use cooked cow skin and fried beef. Allow everything to cook together for 10 to 15 minutes so the flavors meld.
Okay, so what I'm seeing here is just the way Nigerians prepare their tomato stew. So that's what I'm actually seeing here. But I feel like the difference will now be when they add the vegetable. So I want to see how they add the vegetable and see the final look of this soup.
This leaf is just like a vegetable. We call our side in boma. I wash them. I can't boil them. We boil them. Now I make a delicacies. So I will add the soup.
Finally, add the cooked gboma leaves. Stir very well to combine and taste to adjust salt or seasoning.
Okay, so the gboma soup is almost ready. So I heard that the final touch is just to add some slices of onions on top of the soup to bring together all the flavors. This soup is looking so fantastic, and I think I'm going to enjoy it.
And just like that, your Bulmadi is ready.
It looks like sauce to me. It looks like stew, like Nigerian tomato stew. Boys. Also, it serves like a soup and a stew. Yeah, right? You can use it to eat rice, and you can also use it to eat any swallow of your choice. Yeah, this is wonderful. Oh wow, it's a little bit spicy. The tomato taste is there. You can get the taste of the tomato, and then this vegetable. The vegetable appear in chunks, but they are soft, very, very soft. So if you want to know what you can compare this to, you can compare it to Nigerian tomato stew that is prepared with a lot of vegetable. Yes, almost the same taste, almost the same look, almost the same texture. So if you prepare Nigerian stew and then add vegetable, but now I think that this vegetable has a little bit of can I say bitterness, a little, not bitter like bitter, but you will know that there's vegetable in it. Okay, it's wonderful. This is a very wonderful dish.
Togolese food reflects the land. Coastal, humble, bold. Unlike Nigerian street food craze, Togo's meals are more home-centered, more ritualistic.
So I started today thinking that I'm going to miss Nigerian food, but it's almost night and I've eaten 3 wonderful Togolese dishes, and I must confess, I don't miss Nigerian food.
Pate gave me power, Ademe gave me peace, Boma gave me purpose, and Mrs. Yabo, she gave me a doorway to another world.
If you love this video, like, share, and subscribe. And always remember, eat to live while I live to eat. I am Mr. Epic, and I will see you in the next video.